But I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you.
Which is the first commandment of all?
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might, and with all thy strength. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Master, thou hast said the truth. There is one God, and none other but He. And to love Him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself, is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God.
Step by step, as we
Yo, Harry,
climb
Max,
through
there you
the noise, we will rise, voices strong, we won't shy, love the light, let it drive. We are breaking chains. We are igniting flames.
Well said, babe.
Phoenix.
we are made by God.
Nice one, Mr. New Moon. Mr. DJ New Moon. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. And we've got Derek in the voice. I was about to say in the chat. I'm used to saying the chat. I mean in voice chat. In voice for a bit. He came in to say hello at the start and test something. So hello to you, Derek. Good to see you, bro.
Thank you.
And good to see you guys in chat. Let's say hello individually. Let's give it a go. Give it a go because there's only like 6 people. It shouldn't be too hard. Anyway, chilling. Good to see you, bro. Who else? Can't Fix Stupid. That's Dave. Good to see you, Dave. I know he's going back to just watching. He left me a little link from a little video from Facebook that I'm going to show. I've downloaded. I'm going to show about the Blue Origin thing. Probably people seen it already, like, but elsewhere. But another little bit of fakery going on where you see. You know that the capsule is meant to be opened by someone from the outside of it after they've landed. Well, after they landed this time, someone opened it from the inside. And then they go, no, from the inside. You've got to pretend to open it from the outside sort of thing. And then the guy pretends to open it with a wrench spanner later on. You'll see. It's only a quick video. There he is. He's just said hi in chat anyway. But, oh, no, that was from before. Who else? Can't Fix Stupid. Chilling again. Baza, good to see you, bro. Derek, obviously. And that's it. And chat, there's only 6 of us. Wow. Tuesdays are usually quite slow as well. Tuesday night is a bit quicker. So tonight, just a topic. Flats give me a video to look at the other day. It's about 40 minutes long. So it's a proper topic tonight. It'll be a couple hours. And then we've got one movie on Rumble afterwards. And the movie is just true romance sort of thing. But instead of just doing an hour like we usually do on movie nights, on a Tuesday night, that's at the weekend, but on a Tuesday night, we do a proper topic. So it'll be a couple hours on YouTube. And then we do one movie on a Tuesday because I wasn't getting enough sleep through the week, you know. So I've just changed that to one movie on a Tuesday and a full topic. You know what I mean?
2 movies is a lot, PJ.
It is, especially when I'm doing it 3 days at the weekend. You know?
Right. Dude, no, I was thinking about that. Like, that is a lot.
It is. So, but when I call it movie night, it should be more than one movie, you know what I mean? The one movie just seems a little lame for movie night. So that's why I started doing 2, but it does take a long time. So that's why I've kind of given myself on the break as well. Monday, because I stream from Sunday right through into Monday, I take the rest of Monday off, the rest of Monday off, yeah.
And I just think everybody else would understand if,
of course,
you only did one.
Yeah, of course. But that's kind of why on a Tuesday, I used to do 2 movies. I used to do a full topic and 2 movies. But now I'm just doing a full topic and 1 movie on a Tuesday. That's cut it down a bit. And at the weekend, instead of doing 3 days with 2 movies, I definitely do 2 days with 2 movies. And then the other day, it's just if I feel like it. You know what I mean? So yeah. Until the topic, I'll do what I usually do. We'll stick on a few of Jim Annis's observations and keep it on a little low in case MD needs to say anything. You don't have to. You can sit and chat like I did. Or if you want to say something, you can. Wonder what's happening a bit. I know she's waiting for her friend to come around. Let me just quickly see what's going on. If she's coming in or not. Don't think she's probably watching, but I doubt she'll be coming in. I think she's waiting for her friend to come around. Well, friends, the quite new friends. Right, let's get Jimmy boy. Are you coming in? No? Oh, you just got, yeah, I did say you were waiting for your friend, so I wasn't sure if you were coming in or not. All right, babe, I'll see you in a minute. Love you too. Bye-bye. Yeah, she'll be in to say hello, that's it. Okay, Jimmy boy, where are you? Here we go, James.
And PJ, if I turn my volume up, does it echo on your end at all?
Go for it. Yo, speak.
Yeah, like how's that?
Perfect. Still fine.
Oh, good. Okay, because it was on low, so I just turned it up.
Because sometimes if it does do that, I have to play about with the settings in here a little bit. Sometimes if you got echo cancellation and noise reduction on, sometimes it messes about with the mics and does it and does the things that they're actually meaning to prevent. You know, so sometimes I just have to have them off. But yeah, that's fine, dude. Yours are working perfectly. And all right, Jim, let's get us on circles and watch a couple of Jim's obsies. See, you've got some new ones up, Jim. 287 subs, you're going up as well, man. Fair play to you, dude. Do well. Right. Oh, wow, you've started a load up, haven't you? Okay, so we stopped about here. Okay, let's start about here. There you go. Mooney one. Yeah, still a couple of this Mooney one. Likey. And Biggie. Sorry for the timey-wimey type words. The Doctor Who type words. Oh, wow. I've seen the newest episode of Doctor Who, man, and it's so ridiculous. I mean, Shooty Gatwa, yes, we know he's in the walking on. He's literally wearing a skirt, a denim skirt. This is Doctor Who wearing a denim skirt with denim jeans underneath it. It's so a denim kilt, basically. A denim kilt is what he's wearing. It's so stupid. That's just not Doctor Who's character at all. That's a different stream. It's not a stream I do at all, but you know, it's what I'm interested in my kind of like private life, Doctor Who and that, which I do talk about, but yeah, I wouldn't do streams on it. Anyway, Jim, sorry. Let's turn it off a bit. It's quite good. If he comes in, say hello. Erin, good to see you. Very, very, very good to see you. Haven't seen you in a couple of days. Missed you, Erin, and God bless you, man. Listen, just quickly, Erin, don't worry a crap what anybody else says. Simple as that. Don't give a shit. Listen, that certain person will not be getting on here because of how he's been towards you. So he won't be getting on here. Any other platform that wants to keep him, if I'm a mod there and I see them acting towards you the way they have, then I will get rid of them. If the creator, if say it's Flats or whoever, wants to deal with it in a different way, that's fine. That's up to them. But if I see them and they're acting the way they are towards you, then I will get rid of them. Simple. Hey, babe, what you saying? Hey, babe, what you saying?
Hello. Hi, Derek.
Hello, Vicky.
I know. Vicky told me, Heron. That's why I'm trying to say what I mean. He's an asshole. Don't let him scare you. Really, don't let him scare you. He's literally been on here before, on the live, in the chat once. That's the one that says, I'm going to keep, he kept saying, right, I'm about to land the plane, PJ. And then 10 minutes, I'm about to land the plane, PJ. That's him. Yes, he does talk scripture and all that, but he sounds like one of them, and I don't care if he's listening, that sound overly spiritual. No, the ones that have only got a relationship with God and nothing else. They think it's a relationship with God. I've seen these people where they just, they don't like any other, they're anthropomorphic. Is that the right? No, it's not. Sorry. Wrong word completely.
Oh, okay. Oh, ignore me.
I
was wondering who, but no, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, no, hold on.
Do you not know?
No, yeah, I was wondering. I didn't know.
Oh, chilling, being chilling. He just said it outright. It's like, I ain't messing about. Do you know what, though? Like, because I knew that it got to her.
They're misanthropic. That's what I meant. Misanthropic. No, I was going to say anthropomorphic. That's an animal that kind of looks like a human, isn't it? I meant misanthropic. He's misanthropic. It's what it seems like. He just wants a relationship between him. Well, it seems like his relationships between him and God But I've seen these people where it's just like they just think that their relationships between them and God, and they're superly spiritual, and they're so bitter towards you. That's not a relationship with God. I'm sorry. Your relationship with God does include other people as the body of Christ. You know what I mean? You are meant to fellowship.
But
Go on. But don't got me
the
to
way he's gone,
yeah.
The way he's gone after her,
I know.
And Heron is the sweetest, most beautiful person I know.
Mm-hmm.
And for somebody to go after her like that riles me right up.
I know.
And I knew, like, because obviously we talk, we know, we talk to each other about stuff.
Okay,
and
but we're not making a stream about him, babe.
I know, I'm just saying. But like I said to her, look, these people don't know you. They know a little bit from YouTube. That's it. And for one person saying crap about you, you've got all of us that love you against that one person. Do you know what I mean? And that's for me, like, he's irrelevant. He's, like I said to you before, everyone's entitled to an opinion. Don't mean we've got to hear it. And that's the truth.
That's it. That's right. Right, and we could have been saying this while we're playing this, idiot.
But no, like, people are assholes. Look, yesterday, even in comments yesterday in Flats's community post, and today, I saw somebody wish him dead.
Yeah.
I've seen other people calling him vulgar names. And you go, hold on, what part of this man has a wife, kids, a job, a normal life?
Yeah.
And you're going after him because of a couple of hours a day he does on YouTube. Like, make it make sense. But
yeah,
then,
Chillin, you got that name right. Yeah, I wasn't going to say it out loud, but yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But then, like, I noticed today someone was saying, oh, I noticed all the comments are being deleted. If they were clever enough, they'd have looked and seen that the other day I said the comments are going because the anti-flat earthers are being banned.
Because the trolls are being banned. So the comments go. It's simple as that. You know?
Yes, but then they don't like it because they say it's an echo chamber and we're not allowed our opinion. Do you know what? We've heard enough of your opinions to last us 10,000 lifetimes.
Hey,
we don't need to hear it anymore.
I get a load of people coming in my streams now and again live, but I don't get many comments, so I don't care if it's an echo chamber. What?
No, but
what were you saying?
For me, I wouldn't go on Sean Hawkins or McToons or FTFEs because they're not people I like. So if they hate us that much, why do they keep coming?
Exactly right. One more Jimmy. He's not even in chat, is he? Let's do another one. Not too long though. Ooh, this dragon one looks good. Oh, it's a plane. In this one. Carry on talking, babe. Let's just do this when you around belt again.
Derek, you've had people give you shit before many a times. Like, I think we all have.
Like, I got burnt out on it.
Yeah.
Like that's a real thing. I mean, after years, I mean, it's not just YouTube, which I spent a lot of time on, but Discord also. I mean, that thing lives up to the name.
Yeah, I've never been on there, and I wouldn't because I've heard how bad it is.
It is bad.
It's very bad. Real bad. I mean, whew.
It is. I stopped going, and Just Incredible wants to do Bible studies there. I don't mind doing Bible study, absolutely, and I want to go do it with him and all that. But he's invited people. I just don't want the Discord thing. Flats is still there, but we used to use Discord just so we could chat in YouTube. So we used to use his OBS and go through Discord to chat. But the amount of trolls you got there was, we get so many a load now, and that's with them hunting for the link somehow, and getting it. But on Discord, it's just there open. You can click it, you can come in, then you have to ban them that way. You know what I mean? But it's open for everyone to come and chat if it's in Discord, So No thanks.
Well, it's like with Discord, that's the thing. It's like it's too open for attack.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is.
So I mean, like I've had some Bible studies on Discord that worked, you know, but they, you know, on a consistent basis, no, not really, because something usually always comes up.
No. And that's the thing about Discord, it's too open. Even if you think you're DMing someone, I don't think it's private, to be honest. I really don't. Because like, look, Flats's link is still being put out in Discord. I know certain people are putting it in Discord so they don't forget it or whatever, but it's still getting out there. I don't put it in Discord, I click it, it's used and it's gone. That's it. I never copy it. I mean, if it's my own link, fine, I'll copy it and paste it, whatever. The Platz's link for his stream on that night, I never copy it. I just click it and I'm there, and then I don't use it again.
But also, it's
there's
not...
people who's coming in and out, who've got jobs and stuff, who put it in Discord and are using it to come in and out all night. It shouldn't be done that way. I'm sorry. Even if you think it's in your DMs, bro, whoever, you know, I think, you know, I'm talking like, but it's possibly still being seen, Mr. Ledwell. Sorry, but I hope he's probably still working that. But
no, but if
Roger, come in so I can talk to you about it, because I think they're getting into yours, dude.
No, but if you're on the mailing list, you get the email anyway. There's no need for it to be put in Discord.
Yeah, no, but I think he's using it and putting it in Discord. So, like, because sometimes on a certain device he can't click to get in, so he's putting it in Discord where he can click it to get in when he's not on that device. But I think he thinks that it's private when it's not. It's not. I think that's how they're getting in. It's the only way. It's the only way, because, and they also said it before, like, how are you getting in here? And they just said the name Roger. Now, I know they're lying, they're liars, but the truth comes out now and again, you know? I mean, it's just funny that every time Flats resets something, they still manage to get in. And Roger's the only one that puts it elsewhere, you know? So, obviously not doing it intentionally, he's with us, but I think he's doing it for himself so he can get in. But and I think he thinks that it's private when it's not, you know. So I just think he just shouldn't put it in Discord. Just use it where Flats gives you it. Use it, click it. Don't copy it. That's it. Done. If you need to come in again, you've lost it, then you're gonna have to get Flats to send you it again. I just think that's the best way. Or else we're just going to keep getting these interruptions backstage. You know, in private. Simple as that. Anyway, so we'll get on with the topic.
And real quick, I'm sorry.
Go for it, dude.
And yeah, yesterday on Flats's stream, it was like at the very end of his stream, the email he had sent me for that stream, I'm pretty sure it worked, but I didn't like enter the studio.
Right.
So I mean, but I didn't actually join you guys like on panel.
Right. Okay.
So I mean, but he sent me that link like a month and some change ago.
Oh well, if he sent you a month ago, it shouldn't be working.
Right.
No,
right. No, that's what I was wondering. Like, has he changed it since? I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. It changes every
day. It changes daily.
Oh, then I'll just have to email him again if that's.
Yeah. If you just get on the email, if you just look at, if you're on the email list, and you arrive to the stream that night, all you need to do is press it for that night.
Well, I'm not even sure if I'm on the email list, because I mean, the first time I emailed Flats was like a month and some change ago.
Okay.
Yeah, and the first time in 6 or 7 years.
Oh, so that's it. Yeah, well, that's it. If you, I suppose the email list is people who he knows is on regular, but if you want to come on, yeah, just email him. And yeah, the link should be different from a month ago. Absolutely.
Okay, so yeah, we got that sorted then.
You can't keep a link. You can't have a link. There's an option where you can have the same link all the time, but no, he changes that definitely.
Okay.
Cool.
Right, I'm gonna go.
All right, babe. Say hello to
I just wanted to say hi to everybody. Heron, hi, honey. Love you.
Say hello to Yamakazaguki Honda.
You're a dick. Right, I'll
Honda,
just go through
Kawasaki, Yamaha, whatever her name is.
You're a dick. Right, hold
Right,
on. Let me say hello.
Go on,
hold on. I'm saying hello before I leave. I'm saying hello and goodbye at the same time. Chilling. I hope you're still being good. Yeah. Hi, David. Derek. Hi, Derek. Who else? I know Buzzer's in there because I saw the heart. Hi, Buzzer. Who else?
There you go.
Who else is there?
Don't know, baby.
Wojo, Gematria, Jono, Edwards. I'm going right to the bottom. Hold on. Right. I'm going now. Love you. Love you all.
All right, cool. So, I love you too, baby. Bye-bye.
Love you, bye. Bye.
Right, we'll chat afterwards. So, yeah, I just came across this video from someone called Motek. I think it's Motek. Oh, his name. His name's gone, and it's gone from blue to grey. So I'll have to redo his tag if you want to sub to him. He's not a Christian channel or anything, but he's going on. I think he'd be on the side of not right. It's about Nostradamus. Did Nostradamus really predict 9/11 and the end of the world? Me, my personal opinions, no. I think what he predicted could have meant anything. Certainly some things look like they might come true, but he wasn't a prophet of God, you know. He was experimenting with drugs and all that kind of stuff, LSD. So for me, my first answer would be no. He didn't predict those things. If he did predict them, it was a coinky-dink. You know what I mean? It wasn't as though he had divine inspiration, divine. Do you know what I mean? Sort of thing. Because I don't even know if he was a Christian, to be honest. I really don't know. But yeah, he was dabbling with LSD and stuff. He wasn't a prophet of God. So yeah, these things are usually based on doom and gloom and that. And yeah, it's different. It's a different feel from what the prophets of the Bible prophesied. It sounds like he's trying to sound similar. It seems, he's trying to sound similar or read similarly to how they spoke in the Old Testament and that, the prophets. But to me, it comes off pretentious. Once upon a time, I used to believe in what he said because that actually does say that, does that. But I wasn't reading what he was actually saying properly. I mean, one lion, two lion, one little lion will beat up the big lion, and that type of stuff. It could mean anything. So my personal thing would be no, he's not. It didn't. He's not prophesying. He didn't prophesy 9/11. He didn't prophesy the end of the world. If he did prophesy 9/11, it was fluke, you know. And I can't see it being in planning from all the way back then. But yeah, you never know. You never know. So we'll have a look at it. We'll have a look at it and see what it says. Like I say, I'll put the link. I'll sort out the link again. I did put it in, but it's grayscaled for some reason. I'll do it while we're streaming now. And if you do want the link, then you can click it from description. But I thank him anyway for this video, which you should be giving credit to other creators if you're using the videos. So there you go. Let's get it started and see what he's got to say and see what we think of it. And you can speak up anytime, Derek. Just shout stop or just speak and I'll stop. Yeah.
No, I'm just thinking about Nostradamus. You know, it was. It's like the man never even mentioned Jesus. Never mentioned him. So how can any of his predictions come from truth?
Yeah, exactly.
Even if he's doing something in faith, if it's genuine faith, it would be reciprocated by God, but it's not. And
he probably would have had some kind of confirmation to say from someone else, not obviously, because if it's out of his life. I mean, I should finish my sentence before I go on to the next thing. He needs some kind of, he probably should have got some kind of confirmation, not as in the way of the event happening, because he's predicting it from after his death. But a lot of people, I don't know, Christians, and I don't know, come up to him and the word, the Bible should confirm it for him. But like you said, not once did he mention Jesus. What was my other point that was coming off of that? And now, because I didn't go straight on to it and continued my original point, I can't remember. Can't remember, but if it comes to me,
no worries.
I will say it. Wow.
Yeah, it's like if people want to believe him, you know, I mean, for me, whatever. But I mean, it's just, like if he were in the same room as me, I wouldn't be listening to him. I'd be like looking out the window or something like that. You know.
it's like a horoscope. It's like horoscopes. They're very ambiguous. They're vague. You know what I mean? There's vague. You could apply it to anybody. You know, pretty much sort of thing, or any type of story or any type of character after the fact. Because not once did he say that this lion was Jesus or this lion was God or whatever. And his predictions, he didn't equate it to. Oh, that was my point. He predicted his own death. That's kind of red flaggy for me. Predicting your own death. That's very red flaggish. And apparently he was right. It's a bit strange, that one. I don't think God's going to tell you the exact day you're going to die. You know? I don't think that's going to happen. It would fear some people, wouldn't it? Come on. I mean, even as a Christian, I'm still afraid of death. I'm still afraid of it. I'm petrified of it when I think about it. No? So, one of them. Let's have a look here and see what it's got to say. Shall we? What we got in chat? How many we got in chat? 15? Yeah, let's do it. Video file. Oh, no, that's what I wanted to do first. Sorry. Beforehand. Right. The Blue Origin thing. Sorry, David. I nearly forgot. Yeah, it's only a minute long, if even that. Yeah, it's the Blue Origin that the capsule landed. You know that after landing, they're meant to be released from someone from the outside. Is meant to come up and release a big thick door to be released through with a wrench, bolts, whatever, nuts and bolts, however it's put together. They're meant to come and let them out after they land. Well, if you watch the beginning of this video, the ladies run. You see them run past the window on the inside. We're watching from the outside. See them run past the window and open the top part of the door themselves. And then you see the people from the outside. Then pretend to open it afterwards. So let's have a quick look at it. I've downloaded it. So you'll have to look straight from the beginning because I think it happened straight at the start, at the very start. So let's get rid of us. And video file. I'll rewind it if you don't quite catch it, but it's very easy to see. There we go. Look. Yeah, watch. Doors open. Slightly. Gets shut. And then pretends to open it at the end with a wrench. Yeah. Whoa, yeah, sorry. One more time. One more time. So why did he need to open it with a wrench when she already opened it? I mean, we know these things are meant to be open from the outside anyway. But there you go. And again. No wrench. Runs across the window. Opened. You were just told, no, you can't open that. And then at the end, as you see, he's in there with a wrench. So in there with a wrench there. That opened it with a wrench there. I mean, there was a few edits in that thing, but look, that's more than likely bloody true. Look, she just thought, oh, let's get out this stuffy box. Whoa, sick of acting. Come on, how come there's always little clips like this? It's always like in plain sight, hidden in plain sight, or evidence in plain sight that you shouldn't be seeing, but you are seeing. You know, it's madness, isn't it? Wait, what's Sam saying? Yeah, absolutely. Wrong one. Don't say that. For me, I know it's fake because no spine could withstand the abrupt and severe landing without at least some compression. Yes, you would be. I was about to say stiff. Then you would be stiff and sore at the minimum. Exactly. Of course you would. And everybody. I mean, we watched Unflaxes last night. There was all an emotional event attached to their life that they spoke about during their interview that put more emotion there, that people at home watching, the heartstrings would be tugged a bit, you know. It was an emotional thing. And when they come out, there was as above, so below kind of symbologies, that type of stuff. It was all bullcrap, you know. I sent you a link to that film in Element ID. Okay, thank you very much. Oh, ID. What was that? What was that one again, dude? What was that about? Was that about 9/11? ID in 1995. Let me have a quick look. I don't know if I'm able. Is it on my in my room, because I can't get to a lot of the other rooms at the minute until I sign out and sign back in. But I'm scared to do it because I haven't got another device to verify with at the minute. Paul, can I get in your room? I got it. Oh, the football hooliganism one. Okay, cool. I got it. Nice one, bro. Nice one. I can get to your room. Excellent, Paul. Excellent. Nice one, mate. The police gang. Yeah. Well, we'll do that one. Tonight one I've already sorted out for True Romance, but I could do it for the weekend, Paul, for film night. So yeah, nice one, dude. Nice one.
And that last clip you played, PJ,
yeah.
Flat Earth Deplorable uploaded one too, but it still has like the sound in it from when Jeff Bezos is trying to open the door with that lever, and you can hear that sound. It sounds like some kind of refrigerator plastic or something.
See, it's so clumsy,
cheap.
Yeah, even Vicky said it when she watched. She said, like, she thickness of the door. She said it sounded like something you get out of. I don't know if she said IKEA or the pound shop, or she said some kind of cheap place. Anyway.
Yeah, you guys know what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even just the look of it. I mean, I didn't hear the sound of it because there was no sound but just the look of it, you know, it's madness, isn't it?
Yes.
And they expect us to believe it, but there's plenty of people who do believe it. So, what can you do? Right, Styles, back to Zackles and get this video on the road. Let's do it. Video file, I said. It might sound like somehow.
And I'll be right back.
Yeah, me too. Oh, no, I mean, I will, because I need to eat. I'll just start playing this. I've got to go and eat my coffee.
Stories of self-proclaimed seers who warn us about the end of the world. While most of them are proven wrong pretty quickly, or only say vague statements that can mean anything, there's one man whose prophecies always come true. A man whose life...
I would disagree with that. Straight away. Let me just heat this up. I'll come back. Sorry, I don't want to miss any of it. I won't miss it. Well, that is it. So here we go. It's snowing here. I wish it was blooming snowing here. Nah, it's been warm lately, but then it gets cold again during the night. It's really mad. I'm saying it's mad. That's what the weather's like here anyway. Paul, that thing that you're getting it to, like, because you've given it me automatically with it ready to download. Can I just bookmark that thing that you gave me where it's ready to download and just use it as a downloader and put links into it from the movie sites or something? Can I do that, Paul?
Remains a mystery, not just to us, but also to the people of his generation. The man is referred to by the name...
You get sunburn on Sunday. I get sunburn with 20 minutes of 18 degree Celsius sun out, you know. But Nostradamus already, I would disagree that he didn't actually get everything right. There was a lot of things that he got wrong, and I would say a lot of it because it may sound right if you interpret it that way, but also it can be interpreted a load of ways. So I can't see how unless he's so specific, like, oh yeah, Jesus died on the cross at this part, he had this amount of nails, and he looked like this, and it's someone put a spear in his side. If it was specific details, you know what I mean? It would be especially when it's before his time. I'm not talking about Jesus himself. That's just an example. Just for the things he predicted for after he died, right? So if he predicted these things before he died, but after he died, and he said them specifically, like every specific not every specific detail, but more specific, instead of being vague, ambiguous, or whatever, if he said it with a load of detail, it'd be a lot easier to believe, But people are believing it like the horoscopes and how ambiguous they are with it, Nice one, Paul. Cheers. Got that. Let me bookmark it. Excellent, brother. Thank you very much, Paul. Thank you very much. So this is from any kind of movie site, because if it is, that'll be great, man. It won't always, but sometimes it sounds a bit low on them. But yeah, at least it's better than like having, because sometimes they buffer if you use them on the movie site itself. If it's downloaded, there's got to be no buffering. So yeah, let's do this. It's called, let me call it something else though, so I know what it is. I'll just call it movie downloader. Movie downloader. Cheers, Paul. Thank you, sir. Done. That's the one. Excellent. Nice. Cool. Carry on.
Nostradamus. He wrote prophecies that predicted everything from World War II to the French Revolution to the digital revolution.
But did he? Let's hear the words. Hopefully he put the words in. If not, we'll find them.
Now, astrologers, researchers, and analysts are left in shock as Nostradamus's terrifying predictions for the year 2025 are already unfolding before us.
But that's the thing. I've heard the same rant about 2012. Oh, Nostradamus was right about this. It was happening in 2012, but now it's 2025 and it's been attributed, the same prophecy has been attributed to a different date. How does that work? If it was meant, do you know what I mean? Surely, if it was meant to happen, it should have happened because they first said it was meant to happen. But no, it's 2025 when the Bible says nobody knows.
Michel de Nostradamus, historically referred to by...
Is that legitimate? Did he actually really... I mean, I don't know how much proof there is for this dude. Did he exist? Or was he invented? I get that.
His Latin name...
I'm not saying that is the case, but I'm saying it's a possibility.
As Nostradamus is known for predicting the future. But before he got this reputation, the French astrologer was also an intelligent physician and a well-reputed seer. Born into a Jewish family in 1503...
Well-reputed seer. I mean, how can you have a good reputation for seeing into the future? If there's such a thing as future, which I don't think there is. It's just now. Now, present. Here in this period, right now. So it's I get people that think, oh yeah, it does sound like it goes with this scripture there, and there is people who want to believe it, but it's got to align with scripture. It's got to align with the Lord, what the Lord says. Did it kick you out? Did it?
No. I got a coffee real fast, and when I came back, there was this like a warning tag thing where your device has lost service to your camera or something. You have to restart.
Yeah, it does that now and again. Yeah, I have to do that. It doesn't. It used to happen when I was on my phone, but on the PC, it doesn't happen for some reason.
Yeah, I'm on my phone, so I should expect it, really.
Luke, good to see you. I'm shocked. What about? What are you shocked about, dude? He's known to me as fiction. It could be. Could be. Oh, right. Oh, you're saying you're shocked that he's a Jew. Right, okay. You're being sarcastic. I get you, bro. Yeah. Nostradamus. Don't know what you like, bro. I get it. But yeah. Good to see you, Luke. Good to see you, man.
He lived an enigmatic 63 years before he died in 1566. His family was forcefully converted,
which he allegedly predicted as well. I don't know how true that is because I haven't read all of his work, but read some of it. But allegedly he predicted that, which, like I said, that's the biggest, one of my big red flags, predicting your own death. Come on. You think God wants you to know when you're going to die? I don't think so. Not specifically.
to Catholicism, making them one of the few Jewish Catholics of the time.
Or Jewish Catholic. Wow. Is that not the same thing? A Jew and a Catholic, are they not the same? Are they not both Luciferian? Sorry, that's how I see it. They're both false.
But young Nostradamus didn't want to identify with the new religion, partly because he had an existing disdain for the Catholic way of life.
Right, you wait and see. It kind of, yeah. It makes sense to me. And there's Christians who want to believe him. There is Christians who want to believe in Nostradamus and what he says and stuff. But he had a particular hate for, well, it's the Catholic Church, it says at the time. I mean, which he would have said was a Christian. I wouldn't, but it makes sense.
In the 1530s, Nostradamus became a physician without possessing a publicly recognized medical qualification. Having been a seer from a very young age, he gained lots of fame from his
But, like, I have to maybe look into more on this, but being a seer from a very young age, what gives you that title? I mean, how can you be reputable from a young age? I mean, especially back then, kind of Middle Ages time, isn't it? Would adults really have been listening to a younger kid predicting stuff from the future, prophesying, so to speak? I would say predicting, because prophesying, I would say, is more attributed to the scripture rather than what he was doing. You know, he was messing about with LSD and I don't know what else. You know, but would a kid have a good reputation as being a seer, though? I mean, I don't know. It's also known as a Jesuit. Yeah, of course.
prophecies written in quatrains and organized into centuries or groups of hundreds. He was a man of science and intellect, but also one of the strangest and most interesting figures in history. Of course, no account of his life is complete without talking about his most prized work. In the year 1555, Nostradamus published a book known as Les Prophéties, decoded as the Prophecies. The book is considered one of the greatest works of art in human history. Inside its pages are hundreds of predictions, many of which have proven to be strikingly accurate over the past centuries. Every line of prediction in Les Prophéties was written in 4 stanzas called quatrains, using an intelligent combination of syntax, coined words, coded languages, and symbolisms.
See? Coded language, symbolism, I mean, all this kind of crap, secret. So it's hard for the normal person to check it out, so to speak. You know what I mean? So people were taking his word for it, and then he writes a paper, then people are looking at that. Obviously, he probably would have to put it into to universities and stuff like that to be able to read, because like your common person probably wouldn't have been able to read it. So from henceforth then, people are having to trust other people for their teachings. Obviously, they can't check it out themselves because they haven't got Bibles, or they can't read the Bible, or they can't read this paper's there, but I can't read it. You have to trust someone else to do it for you. You know? Science, yeah. Haha. Yeah, I get that one. Yeah, I don't believe in that, Heron. I know some people do, but I do not believe in that whatsoever. I don't believe people have got past lives. I don't believe in reincarnation. That's not what scripture. That's not what scripture teaches me. I know some people have got different ideas in that, but I just don't think that's what scripture says. Hey, Luca, how you doing, man? Why did I change my name? Because I've wanted it to be changed for a while. I already explained this. I wanted it to be changed for a while, Luca. I've wanted it to be Angling for Truth for a while, but because it was already called PJ Cruikshank, I just thought any new subs that came to the channel might not know me as PJ. They would know me as Angling or Angling for Truth or Truthy or whatever, or AFT. But that's what I saw. I didn't change it to Angling for Truth. I did on the Rumble side, but when Flats changed his, it kind of prompted me to think, not to copy him, obviously, but it prompted me to change the name. So I changed it to Angling for Truth. I was going to change it to Angling for Truth, and I thought my old fear crept back in. Now that people's got to call you Angly or whatever. So then I just thought, oh, well, I can call PJ's Angling for Truth because I'm still looking for truth. So why not? Hey, Anson, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, but as for reincarnation and past lives, I really don't believe in that stuff, Heron. Love you, but I don't believe in them. Pleasure.
He wrote his prophecies in this manner to make them a little bit more difficult to understand. Yet, hundreds of mystery hunters and scholars have been able to decode these ancient cryptographs over the years, and what they've discovered is just as shocking as—
you've got to watch from the start. The only thing I've got at the start is Jim's observations and a little clip of the capsule, the blue marble. It's called Blue Origin. Blue Origins. Is it Blue Origins? Yeah, Blue Origin. Yeah, it's a video of the capsule, and a woman opens it from the inside, and then you see them kind of rush to it like, no. We're meant to open it from the outside, and then at the end of the video, someone opens it with a wrench from the outside. Yeah, there you go.
it is interesting. For example, the French Revolution was a significant event in history and is said to have been predicted by Nostradamus long before it took place. His writings hinted at the fall of the monarchy, the rise of those oppressed, and the terminal end of rulers. One of his quatrains—
Things like that. Just, there was even just the way he said it there. There was no specifics. Not it said French, but that's the kind of thing they did. Like, give stories like this in prophecy, but in illustrated it in words, but that would make your mind think in pictures, sort of thing. That is the way I kind of see it. But you can see how general what he's saying is. Like this team will beat this team, and this team will bow down to that team, sort of thing. It's very general. It's very generic. You know what I mean? And just happens to be an upper middle class. Well, that's it as well, Anson. That's it as well. Yeah, exactly. It's just so funny that it seems to come from the Jewish side of things as well. Again,
from the enslaved populace, songs, chants, and demands, while princes and lords are held captive in prisons. This quatrain aligns strangely with the events of the revolution.
I trust my seer eyes as my seeing eyes get worse. Yeah, okay, I get you.
By 1789, the people of France had passed through years of inequality.
Yeah, seems a little like... I don't think that's the right terminology. If you're getting like any kind of vision from God, I would just call it a vision from God, if that's what you're getting. Because God can still speak to you through a vision, through a dream. I wouldn't call it seeing, the seers, though. I wouldn't... It's almost like a soothsayer type thing, or... I don't know, what would you call it nowadays? What would they be called nowadays? Bloody clairvoyance? That type of thing? I will get my first glasses soon. Okay.
And suffering under the monarchy. The Bastille, as mentioned in the epistle, was a fortress turned into a prison, symbolizing the oppressive hold of the monarchy. And finally, in 1789, angry Parisians stormed the Bastille, marking the beginning of the historic revolution. The downfall of the monarchy soon followed, as King Louis XVI and Queen Marie Antoinette were captured, imprisoned, and later executed by guillotine, literally meaning prisoners of nobility. The anthems used in the revolution.
Gory. I mean, just hearing that word guillotine and knowing what it does, it's awful, isn't it? It's awful. It's something that a lot of people obviously must have been. I mean, how back in the day then, when there was capital punishment like that, I mean, it's hard to understand why that didn't deter them. Like, yeah, you get caught for this and you're dead. Basically, I mean, that's something we said at school. You do this and you're dead. That just meant you were beating the crap out of them. Back then, it just, if you did this, then you're dead. You are actually dead. You know? I mean, obviously not just for, you're not going to die just for shoplifting or something. In some countries you would, but here you wouldn't have. Might chop your hand off or something like that. Nah, joking. But, you know, it's kind of capital punishment. It's kind of like big, harsh, I think. Hey, Ryan, how you doing?
Great.
Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Such as Les Marseillaises represented the mention of songs and chants in Nostradamus' book. But it didn't end there. Another significant prediction in his prophecies was the rise and fall of Napoleon Bonaparte in the 19th century. Famous for his military genius, Napoleon strived to transform Europe before meeting his...
Absolutely, bro. But he says when you're in on the plans and part of the club, it's not prediction, it's a tip. I agree. Oh, come on. Bloody ringing my bell. Oh, 2 seconds, guys. I need to phone Vicky to ask who's at my door. Sorry, guys, but there's somebody at my door. Oh, come on, babe. Answer the phone. No, Dad. 2 seconds, guys. I don't like answering my door when I don't know who it is. Let's do it. 2 seconds. Okay. Okay, no problem. All right. Okay, baby, it's the parcel. Try to deliver the parcel to next door. Yeah, it's fine. 2 seconds for me. How do you manage to special? All right, cheers, buddy. Okay. You know that guy thing to do Alex for parcel. Okay. All right, babe. I'm give me a shout. Parcel for number 3. Okay. All right. Love you. Bye bye. Right.
And Joan,
it was the same guy. It was the same guy from earlier. That was just trying to deliver a parcel from next door. But the thing is about next door, he doesn't answer the door to anyone at all. So I don't understand why he orders parcels. Really don't know, because he doesn't answer the door to anyone at all. What's John was saying?
Oh no, I was just gonna mention to him what he said. What did he say?
Okay, got you.
Oh, young Derek. I in part wore my glasses. I don't need them for up close, really. But I was hoping they'd make me look older, and I don't think they're working.
Let's see. No, you still look young.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Still look young, bro. Right, let's do this.
His eventual ruin. Nostradamus wrote in his book, "An emperor shall be born near Italy. He shall cost his empire dearly." This is eerily connected to the story because
that's what I was about to say, Luke, as well. You said they plan these hundreds of years in advance. Well, earlier on, I kind of said something like, well, not that he would know about 9/11 because it was hundreds of years before, But do you really think that he would have known? I mean, I don't believe his prediction is true. I just think it's vague. It's really vague. I don't think any of his predictions came true. I think some of it's coincidence, and some of the things he might have known that was closer to him. But as for the 9/11, it was a good few hundred years, isn't it? Do you actually think they would have known about a high rise back then, so high that it touches the sky? I don't think so. Yes, some things are planned, but I'm sure the planning of the destructions of the buildings, maybe the idea for the government and the money and all that and this and that was in planning. But I don't think the actual plan of the planes and the towers were that specific back then. But the agenda would have been. That's what I kind of see it as. Because I don't think like the specifics, like 2 tall buildings and a couple of planes and all that would have been. I don't think he would have known that then. He would have known the agenda if they're part of the club, so to speak. He would have known the agenda, but the specifics, I don't think so. So how could he have even predicted 9/11? You know, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. It's just so vague. It's just so vague.
And I think the same thing as gematria.
Yeah, I don't know. It hasn't come to his words yet. If he doesn't do his words, I'll kind of try and look for them afterwards. But no, I don't think he wouldn't have known what when did he live? Hold on. When did he live? I think it was 1700s, wasn't it? Sorry, no, 1500s. So this is 500 years ago. Yes, this is 500 years ago, nearly 500 years ago. So no, they wouldn't have known about planes, not motorized planes and that, so to speak. So, I mean, I don't think he would have said plane either. Maybe a bad mention, like, because I remember seeing the movie and he predicted in the movie he's seeing things in his mind like helicopters. You know, I remember the movie that way. But yeah, Lord knows. But it's 500 years ago, so I don't think he would have known the specifics of the agenda. Yes, they might have known the agenda. This is what we are planning and want to come to fruition. But as for knowing the actual specifics, like there'll be 2 towers, twins, there'll be a pentagon, and another a WC7, all that kind of stuff. I don't think the specifics would have been there. Just the agenda. You know what I mean? Right, let's do it.
Napoleon Bonaparte was born in Corsica, an island close to Italy. Rising from a modest upbringing, he appointed himself Emperor of France, an act that symbolized a violent ambition. His military campaigns stretched across Europe, leaving both glory.
Hey, Dr. Bass, good to see you. I did say hello to Gematria, I think. Good to see you, Gematria and Luke. Yeah, cool.
And glory in its wake. However, his unstoppable conquest took a toll as Napoleon's wars drained massive resources, leading to significant losses. The disastrous invasion of Russia in 1812.
Hi, Wojo. I didn't see you earlier, Wojo. I just looked up and I could see you there if you're still here. Are you still with us? Oh, blooming heck. It's going up my head. Why is it going on my head? Who was I looking for? Oh, Heaven, you're still with us. That's what I was looking for. Heaven, you're still with us? I hope so. Okay. Glenn, good to see you. Good to see you.
Signified the beginning of his devastation. He was sent to exile twice, first in Elba and later to the remote island of St.
Satan does have a lot of knowledge. He does. But I still don't think he would have known. You're still here. Cool. I just didn't want you to go, and don't be scared off by Andy. Like I say, that guy is not going to be back in here. If he comes in with another shot, another account, I'll get rid of him. I know he's a flat earther, but if he's going to pick like he has been, then he's not welcome, Heaven. So don't worry about it. Not from here, anyway. But don't worry about it at all, you know. Yeah, Wojo, good to see you too, man. I get you, Luke. Yeah, he has got a lot of knowledge. But do you think, can't see and say, well, I would say he probably could see what's going to happen. But I still think It wouldn't have been specific. If it was going to be that specific, he would have just said it. Yeah, there's got to be these high-rise type buildings, you know what I mean? And people are going to live in them, and there'll be this a powered barge that will crash into it. You know, I think it would have been more, it wouldn't have been as vague as what it is. It wouldn't have been as big as what it is. I'd still think they knew the agenda. And even back then, Luke, I still think there would have been compartmentalization. You know what I mean? Of some sort, obviously not working for NASA or anything like that, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. And I agree with you completely, except I don't think they would have known the specifics. That's the only thing I disagree on. I mean, I could be completely wrong. He might have known the specifics because of the devil. You know, he might have. But yeah, I just don't think he did. I think it's all vague.
St. Helena, where he spent his final days. Hence, the phrase cost his empire dearly appropriately describes how Napoleon's ambition became the architect of his doom.
What did he name him by name? I mean, in his there is some, like I think with Hitler, he nearly named him. I think he got a letter wrong or something. He did describe the certain events, but there was certain. I think he predicted Himmler as well, or maybe got Himmler and Hitler mixed up. I can't remember. There's definitely some things there that are true, but it's really vague. But like Luke says, the devil has got a lot of knowledge, without a doubt. Hisla, you're right. You're right, chilling, something like that. You're right. C'est bon, mon ami.
Interestingly, Nostradamus often used anagrams, and researchers believe his mention of Pa ne l'aura.
Why would he use anagrams? Why? I mean, unless it's some kind of spell type thing, you know what I mean? But why wouldn't he, if he wanted this information out about his predictions, why would he put an anagram in there instead of spelling it? Exactly, so people could understand exactly what he, not that a lot of people would have been able to read, but, you know, it's just, hey, Sandra, good to see you. I just think he's too vague. I think he's too. I used to love thinking about Nostradamus and his predictions before I got completely into Christianity, and I used to love thinking about things like this. Now, how did he know that? And you look at it again, it's very vague. But yeah, there's definitely truth to them. Like Luke says, devil's got a lot of knowledge, and if he's using these people, then they've got to know certain things.
Rearranges to Napoleon.
In the future, specifically, I don't think so. I don't even know if does the devil know the future? I don't know. He knows what's going to happen to him, that's for sure. But he doesn't know every single bloody detail. You know, he only knows what's written, I would say.
Roy, or Napoleon King. Whether coincidence or prophecy, the alignment of his words with Napoleon's life is oddly striking, adding to the mystery.
But thinking about it again, yes, I do think then Satan would know parts of, yeah, I do. But again, I still kind of stick to what I'm saying about Nostradamus. I still think he was not specific enough with it.
Of his predictions. But his predictions have continued to be proven true even centuries later. In 1963, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, the 35th President of America, was assassinated. His quatrain reads, "The great man will be struck down in the day."
I'd like to see it bigger. The great man will be struck down in the day, okay?
By a thunderbolt.
By a thunderbolt, which it was... It's not a thunderbolt, but... And back in 1500, surely they had guns then. You know, they would have known the difference between a thunderbolt and a gun, and then a round. Surely they had guns in 1500, did they?
An evil deed foretold by the bearer of a petition. This passage is interpreted as a disturbing allusion to Kennedy's assassination.
Still vague, though. Still very vague.
On November 22nd, 1963, Kennedy was shot in broad daylight while riding in a motorcade through Dallas, Texas. The thunderbolt is often seen as a metaphor for the gunshot that struck him. Another eerie section of the quatrain speaks of the guilty one will remain in the mist, which some have interpreted as the true mastermind behind the assassination remaining unknown. To date,
the guns were definitely used in 1500s. Them guns were definitely used in 1500s. So I think it's still open to interpretation, unless it was just a load of crap he was writing. Anyway, I do think there's truth to what he was writing, and the truth that is there, even because it's bad truth, obviously it's bad things that are happening, is given to him by demonic influences, Satan, you know, definitely. The truth that's in there. The rest is confusion. And like Anton just said, opened to an interpretation designed for confusion. Absolutely. Absolutely.
the full truth of Kennedy's death is still enveloped in mystery, with several theories pointing to the possibility of a political or organizational conspiracy.
Yes, Anson. Nuggets mixed to keep people, nuggets of truth mixed up to keep people interested. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because truth is always going to attract people, definitely. So if there's truth in there, the devil knows that people are going to be attracted to the truth. And so if they're attracted to that truth there, you mix in a little bit of lies with it. Oh, I see the truth there, so this must be true as well. You know? Oh, I did say hello, Sandra. Good to see you, though, bro. Super vague. Exactly, Luke. Exactly, bro. Exactly.
Interestingly, Nostradamus also predicted the rise of Adolf Hitler. Hitler's emergence
was it Hitler, as Chilling said. Hitler.
to power and the accompanying dissolution of the Second World War is one of the most infamous events of the last century. Nostradamus appears to have seen this dark chapter in human history centuries before it happened. One of the quatrains says, "From the depths of the West
From the depths of the west of Europe, a young child will be born of poor people. He who by his tongue will seduce a great troop, his fame will increase towards the realm of the east." Still vague. It is describing a kid that might have charisma, but even in that's vague.
of Europe, a young child will be born of poor people. He who by his tongue will seduce a great troop, his fame will increase towards the realm of the East. The rhetoric here aligns closely with the early life of Hitler.
It does, absolutely. But someone else may come along, see that and think, oh, that's about this part of Europe, or this is about between this lot and that lot. Again, it's ambiguous. Vague.
Born in Austria to a wretched family, Hitler grew up in Western Europe. Through his powerful speeches and
true. That is true as well, Julian. Just a Masonic cycle, in my opinion. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. That as well.
manipulation, he gained followers and rose to power, forming the Nazi Party and leading Germany into World War II.
Also, could these predictions not being used in a way that people see the ambiguity of it and interpret it to something they believe, and maybe it, I don't know, inspires them to go out and do these types of things, you know? So it's kind of like it's being serendipity to people. It's, you know what I mean? It's inspiring them to this and do that. You know what I mean? It could have been a catalyst of some sort for something, for a rebellion or a revolution, so to speak. You know what I mean? That type of thing. Could it not been there to influence them by truth that they do see in certain predictions? Could be used for a lot of things, you know? The devil is not, he's not a good person, obviously, but he's not stupid.
2. Nostradamus's line about his fame increasing towards the realm of the East may refer to Hitler's alliance with Japan and the Axis powers, which extended his influence in Asia.
Does it seem strange to anyone else that there's a place called East and a place called the West? Well, there was East and West Germany at one point, so that's probably what they're referring to. I know that it was the East was mentioned in Nostradamus's.
You got to remember.
Yeah.
You got to remember about Nostradamus is that he saw all this in a looking glass or in a pool.
Yes. Yeah.
So
yeah. And he was using LSD. He was using LSD also, and he's seen it in a looking glass, like you said. So a lot of it is ambiguous. A lot of it is bull, and a lot of it will be inspired by the devil.
LSD wasn't even invented until the 20s or 30s, was it? So how could he have been on LSD?
He was well, some kind of drugs. So, well, let me just see. He was in the 1500s. He was experimenting with some kind of drug. Maybe it wasn't LSD, but it was hallucinogens. Let me just check.
I had never heard that. That's all I'm saying. Never heard that before.
Me either.
Oh.
I know his own death, almost exactly. I used to know a lot about Nostradamus. I used to read all the quatrains, and when 9/11 happened, it flipped me out a little bit.
Hold on. Well, there's some right? No, it's speculation. It was only speculation. It's not been proved. Speculation about the use of mild hallucinogens like nutmeg or other substances. There's little evidence to support this claim. His methods are described by The Guardian, included heavy medication, flame and water gazing, and other practices aimed to inducing prophetic visions. Okay, it must have been just the movie used the LSD thing or shroom. Could be shrooms as well. You know, could be.
Stuff you put on. Wow, really? The Christmas thing you put it on there that causes hallucination. Wow.
What nutmeg? No, if you use too much nutmeg, yeah, it can cause hallucinations. But
I did not know that.
Yeah, nutmeg can. Yeah, it can. There's another one as well. Oh, come on. Who's calling me?
I'm going to try that for sure.
Unmute yourself a minute. Your sounds are a bit weird, Ryan.
Yeah, I got a fan going and a heater going. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. It's all good. All good, bro. Right. Let's go. Yeah, so banana peels, mellow yellow. Yeah, it could have been. Don't know, but yeah, the movie made it out to be LSD. You know what I mean? And the one I seen anyway. Or it could be mistaken. It might have been me just thinking it's LSD because he was hallucinating. But yeah, there's certainly speculation that he used mild hallucinogens. My bad, guys.
Another quatrain mentions Hister, which some interpret to be an allusion to Hitler, though others are.
Hister, that's what it was. Hister. But I'm sure that there was a his lament as well. That might be the Himmler part. Don't know.
Argue it's a reference to the Danube River. Beyond the French Revolution,
someone's going to say, someone's saying it's a person, someone's saying it's a river. Does that not just show you there that it's open to interpretation? You know, it's vague at least. You know,
like you really can't get more vague. Like, oh, you know,
I know
a boy will be born poor. Like, oh, how many of them are on Earth?
Yeah.
Like even if you're wrong, like you're still going to be right by default. You know?
Of course, exactly right.
It makes me wonder what he saw in the mirror in order to write down all this dumb stuff, you know. But then again, I've heard like people that read all his quatrains claim that he twisted them around on purpose because he didn't want people to identify them exactly the way they were supposed to be identified. He was afraid that they would come after him for that. So
right, got ya. Well, it does say he liked to use anagrams, so you're right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I want to put a message out straight and I want someone to understand it, I'm not going to put it in an anagram. You know?
Right. Well, I don't know. That's what makes me wonder about the whole thing, anyway. You know?
Yeah. Of course. That's what I'm saying. It's either the devil give him these visions, and I do believe the devil could give him some kind of vision or give him some kind of information. Either he did see these things and he's dabbling with drugs or whatever, but he's just writing down dreams and things and stuff like that. And whatever he's saying in them is related to these topics later on because they're really vague. I mean, yes, the 9/11 thing is vague, this Hitler thing is vague. But if you listen to it, yes, you can attribute it to these events and to these people. You can attribute it to them, but you could also attribute it to other people. Could you not have done the Hitler thing with Mussolini, say, so to speak? It could have been Mussolini, or you know what I mean, somebody else.
I think that Hitler and I think that our government both used his quatrains in order to scare us, because when they 9/11 was definitely fire from the sky attacks the new city. I mean, that was pretty obvious. So I mean, I think they did it on purpose. They just made it seem that way on purpose just to make it look that way. Is what I think. But that could just be me.
Yes, absolutely. Anson said in chat, very suspicious. It's just one of the prophet figures who covers so much. Yeah,
but remember, Hitler dropped flyers from airplanes that said that Nostradamus predicted he would win the war. That's how he convinced people to go along with him.
Really? That's a thing?
Yeah, I've heard it.
I didn't even know that.
Watch that movie with what's the guy that does the Paul Masson? Anyway, there's a guy that name of the movie. Anyway, it's a movie about Nostradamus, and it's edited, or it's done by the guy that does the Paul Masson wine things. You know.
Yes, yeah. I think that's a movie. I mean, let me just see the movie I'm on about. Well, let me, if I can, because there's probably been a few.
Trying to remember the name of the movie, and I can't think of it now.
Just the one I'm on about is Nostradamus. Yeah. Just Nostradamus, it's called.
I'm trying to think of that guy where he had a TV show for a little while where he would, search out the audience, about like dead relatives or whatever. I can't remember his name.
Jon Stewart.
Yes.
Yeah, that's jackass.
Yeah, no, it gives me the same general feeling where he's like, is there a herald out there anywhere?
Right.
And like a person will be like, oh, I know a Harry. He didn't like to be called
Harold.
Harold.
It's just a bunch of weedy.
But his given name is Harold, right?
Yeah.
I went and saw Jon Stewart live, and I was not impressed.
This is the movie. This is the movie I seen. This one. This actor here cast on to cast in. There he is. He played Nostradamus. Chet Hikario. If that's how you pronounce it, I don't know. Let me see some. Let me just come up. This is the movie I seen anyway. Yeah, this one. This is one I'm sure that I seen, and I thought he was using. There you go. Look, I mean, even in that depiction now of the illustration there, it shows flame. So looking into flames, that type of thing, looking into water. But yeah, it was in this movie. I'm sure it said LSD or hallucinogenic, and I've maybe just took it to be LSD, But it was this.
The movie I saw was a documentary. It wasn't like a movie.
No, this was a movie. 1994 one. Anyway, and it's just called Nostradamus. Right.
Kennedy and Hitler. These quatrains have been linked to other major events in history. For instance, Nostradamus supposedly predicted the Great Fire of London in 1666.
This does sound quite like it could be as well. Again, open to interpretation. But it'd be nice if we read out the whole lot. But obviously, to make it in a video, you can't read out all of these. I get it. It'd be better if it was a bit more. But then I say context, but when it comes to predictions in the way he wrote, how the hell do you know what context is? You're talking about something that hasn't been seen yet or done. It's hard to know where the context is. We're on a very small heart, helps. Yes, it does.
Writing about the ancient lady falling and a city burning. His prophecies also align with the catastrophe of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945.
And yeah, he's right. And Sandro is right. There were great fires everywhere. I mean, yes, there is specific ones that we think about when we say it. But yeah, back then, there was fires all over the place.
Described as a great achievement that caused widespread death. But more shocking than the past are the striking similarities between Nostradamus's Les Prophéties and the things that will take place in 2025.
Yeah, but
What-
if you might not be the same guy, dude, but wasn't this said, like I said earlier, wasn't this said and attributed to 2012 also, and 2017 and
Yeah, that, like I said, this guy's making it sound like he's trying to put it in. They're just trying to make us scared. That's all it is. It's all bullshit.
Yeah.
did the Great Seer predict about 2025? And how does it affect us all? The first prophecy he made is about England's cruel wars and the return of the plague. Nostradamus' prophecies for England paint a disturbing picture for the year 2025. His quatrain reads, "When those from the lands of Europe see England set up her throne behind her flanks, there will be cruel wars. The kingdom will be marked by wars so cruel."
But didn't even back in then, didn't it? Wasn't it known that Britain was quite, even though it's small, the country is itself in area and size, but it was. I'm not going to say superpower because that's all the terminologies are crap, but they were already going all over the world. You know what I mean? They'd already taken control of a lot of countries, not probably. You know, so isn't it obvious if there's going to be some kind of war that Britain, England was going to be involved? It's very vague again, isn't it? Again, and common knowledge, some of it. You know? I don't know. Oh, what's Basil saying? Always interested to hear what Basil got to say. Well, what everybody's got to say, but you know what I mean? I like it when Basil puts some stuff in. It's few and far between. I'm joking. Hard to know if he predicted anything when you can't understand what he's saying. Exactly. The grey burrow flies from the west and decimates the powerful. Yes, exactly. Exactly. That's what I was saying earlier. When you think of his writings, it's a mental picture again, an actual real illustration. I like a picture illustration in my mind rather than the words, because the words don't mean much. I mean, you could look at them and interpret them any way you want sometimes. That, like I say, they're not specific.
Those from within and without will arise. A great pestilence from the past returns. No enemy more deadly under the skies. This phrase suggests England could face a double crisis: increased warfare and the reemergence of a historic and deadly plague.
Could or did because planned.
Words "foes from within and without" might represent internal political strives combined with external threats, potentially connected to current geopolitical tensions. The mention of a great pestilence.
I'll keep it playing. I'm just going to grab some juice. If you need to say anything, I'll stop when I come back.
Hints at the return of a deadly disease that plagued humanity in the past. Some are speculating this could mean a resurgence of a virus like the plague, or new pandemics made worse by modern conditions. With the healthcare system in England already stretching thin, such a situation could have catastrophic implications on a global stage. But it's not just England who will be facing difficulties this year. Nostradamus also warned.
Definitely a stage there. There's definitely a stage there, but not a global one. There's definitely a stage they're pantomiming on, but it's not from a global point of view. Wouldn't take a prophet to see that coming. Exactly, I'm saying. Exactly, that's what I said. Common knowledge. Common knowledge. You know, as I said, was it that prediction or was it common knowledge that was going to happen because of the state of of everything at the time? You know. What's up? Please press the like button. All right, okay. I think we're asking me so. Please press the like button. Please share. Much appreciated to PZ channel. Let's go. Thank you very much, dear. God bless you. Just having access to royal court and international affairs would turn him into a wise man next to the peasant. Yeah, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Paul. Good to see you. Yeah, I know, dude. I know. He said it when I was in the kitchen. I know.
About the escalating international.
The only thing I can't go deep into things like that on here, though, Paul. You know what I mean? I just can't because of what YouTube are like. But yeah, I'm the same. I'm not sure on viruses. I mean, Paul's more sure of than I am, but I'm unsure too as to the model they put out for germs and viruses to actually, if it actually does exist, or if it does, it's not that model at all, the one that they're putting out. I don't know. I just don't think that germs fly through the air from one person to another. You know, I mean, it's stupid to me. Anyway.
Tensions. Writing of a time when...
Well, that does remind me of my new name for germism. It's germism, because it's the virus.
Great powers will clash. This appears strangely in tune with the shifting political environment of today. His quatrains predict a decrease in the influence of established Western countries and the emergence of new world powers.
What shifting political environment? It's been the same since the government's up there. It's just, I mean, the agenda is the same. It's transformed in people and the way they do it and what parties they use and all that. Outcome is still the same. So I wouldn't say shifting at all. Maybe transforming in the way they do it, but the outcome, like I say, is always the same, the way they want it to turn out.
In 2025, this might be pointing to heightened diplomatic fallouts between nations.
Mightn't it? Might. If you're so sure of Nostradamus, shouldn't you say it is? Now, I get what you're saying, but no, it might have in 2012 as well. It might have been 2000, you know?
Like America and China, or struggles involving Russia and NATO allies. Nostradamus' allusions to a red adversary have been linked to the Chinese Communist Party.
Illusions or delusions? Both.
Suggesting that geopolitical conflicts in the Pacific could intensify. This prediction also aligns with the ongoing decline in Western dominance. Asia is becoming an emerging economy, as are other economies in Africa. They are steadily gaining ground and reshaping the way global business.
Yeah, Paul, I know Rumble do. It's okay on the Rumble side, but I'm doing both sides at the same time, so I just can't. But that's what I like about Rumble Studio, because you can pause. You can be live on YouTube, obviously, because that's your second destination. But then you can pause. You can pause the live on YouTube and just continue on Rumble, and then bring it back anytime you want. You know what I mean? When you do it from the Rumble Studio, when you do it from Rumble side, you can pause the YouTube side, and it'll just come up on the screen and say, to continue to enjoy this content, go to this link, and it'll give you a link to Rumble. But it's on a standby type mode, standby. So you would see me in the background, the last ever shot or whatever, with a green haze and just a link to put you there. And then if the Rumble side wants to take the YouTube back in, they just put it back in, it'll start showing on the YouTube side again. So it is better that way, but they need to sort out the studio a bit better. It's fine for one person, but when we tried it in Flats the other week with, 5-6 of us there, Flats couldn't even present his own stream. I had to do it. Well, a bit of it. But yeah. So that being said, let's carry on.
Operate. Trade wars, military buildups, and disputes over resources could lead to more instability, leaving world leaders to deal with risky outcomes. Though not all of Nostradamus' 2025 predictions are negative, the great...
You back from Tesco yet, babe? I don't know if she's back from Tesco because she'll type in chat, yes or no.
Not all negative.
Also foresaw...
Sorry, Ryan.
They're not all negative. I'd like to actually go back and look at all the quatrains he was wrong about. That'd probably be more interesting.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is just a video. I'd like to see all of his predictions and that in front of us again. That'd be good one day. Maybe if I just get not all of his predictions, but a few relevant ones, and we can look actually visually at them. You know what I mean? Bet that would just be a full stream on its own, just looking at the actual predictions. That'd be actually cool. And trying to
it could be cool.
But it could be talking about. I mean, because it's not scriptural, but you know. You could kind of compare it to prophecy and see how the languages are different. I mean, not how it tries to talk like the prophets of the Bible, but trying to do it in a more, I don't know, nuanced way for his time. I don't know. I don't know. It'd be good to get them up anyway and compare it a little bit.
Groundbreaking advancements in medicine. One quatrain reads, "Significant improvements in illness prevention and treatment will emerge, the old ailments forgotten by human ingenuity." It resonates with present trends.
That's the thing, Anson. I don't know if he does in this. I mean, we'll have to, at some point, we'll have to get all of the relevant predictions and get them on screen now, because I think these are, I mean, some of it, the stuff he's put on, yeah, they are the full amount, but obviously he's got a lot more predictions than that. So I'm not saying all the context is missing. That's not what I'm trying to say. So I say it's hard to work out the context when you don't know what the guy's saying and what he's, and when you're predicting the future. I mean, there's the context right there. You're predicting the future. It's hard to work out. It's hard to work out sometimes. I think you know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, we'll do that sometime. Get some of the prophecies up and see, and see if it actually looks like it means anything. Well, that's just called progress. In the future, things will be better. Yeah, exactly. And where does he claim himself, and where he gets it from? Exactly. I mean, was also wondering, where does he claim? Where does he claim himself? Where do he gets it all from? Well, yeah, no, I think he thinks it comes from God. I think he thinks it came from God. Yes, absolutely. I think so. From what I remember rightly, I think he thinks it comes from God. I think he comes from. Yeah, he will do. He comes from like he's a Catholic Jew, basically. He was rebelling against the Catholic side. So yeah, Jesuit. So yeah, God. He's definitely claiming it's from God. Yeah. But not my God, that's for sure. You know. So yeah, Anson, yeah, he is saying it's from God, I would say.
Trends in innovative healthcare. Predictions for 2025 suggest major strides in personalized medicine, where treatments are designed to meet individual genetic profiles. Artificial intelligence, AI, is also expected to change diagnostics, enabling faster and more accurate detection of diseases. New preventative measures for conditions like dementia may also emerge, along with innovative therapies for chronic illnesses like diabetes and.
But like somebody just said in the chat, yeah, Baza, that's just called progress. Absolutely. There may be this, there may be that. Of course there may. They're researching all the time, testing all the time, experimenting all the time.
And heart disease. Technologies such as CRISPR gene editing could bring transformations to genetic disorders, while wearable devices could make monitoring health easier than ever.
Yes.
His mention of
Neuralink. I know you're done about like watches and headsets and glasses, all that stuff there, but come on, it does just make you think of Neuralink. It's not just wearing them; it's kind of like them being embedded into you. The white horse riding, conquering the world. Didn't see that one.
Of old ailments forgotten may represent the eradication of diseases once termed incurable. Amid his gloomy predictions, Nostradamus hints at a potential settlement of one of today's most devastating conflicts, the Russia-Ukraine war. He wrote, "Through long war, all the
his gloomy predictions. When it's prophesied about God, yes, there might be events in there that doesn't seem too good, but does it not all? It comes out for the glory of God. It's all good in the end. What it turns out to be. His are gloomy pretty much all the way through. You know what I mean, sort of thing. Yeah, that's what I've got to say on that.
army exhausted so that they do not find money for the soldiers. Instead of gold or silver, they will come to coin leather, Gaelic brass, and the crescent sign of the moon. This suggests that
The hell is Gaelic brass? Never had a Gaelic brass before. Really?
Mahone.
prolonged conflict may drain the resources of both sides, forcing a truce out of necessity. Researchers interpret Gaelic brass as a possible reference to France's involvement in peace talks.
France's involvement with peace talks, Gaelic brass. Come on. How? How do you get that from Gaelic brass? That is so vague. Well, that's not even reaching. That's bad. Don't understand how he gets that from that. Yeah, aye. There you go, Anson. Well, it must be, because I have no idea what the bloody hell he's on about. Freemasonic alchemy.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's alchemy.
Talk. Yeah, I would say that. I would say that, bro. I would say that. It's got to be.
While the crescent sign of the moon might hint
Very, very stretchy. Very stretchy. Like Armstrong.
at Turkey's mediation efforts. By 2025, both nations could face war fatigue, leading to international pressure for peace. The economic and human toll of the conflict, combined with global advocacy, may finally bring an end to hostility.
I think those rubber chickens, aye, bro.
If this prophecy comes to pass, it gives the hope that even in prolonged suffering, peace is possible. Nostradamus foresaw devastating natural disasters in the Amazon region, possibly tied to the effects of climate change, when he wrote Garden of the World near the news.
Oh, aye.
But it was not about climate change. It was about them destroying the forest.
There you go. There you go. But the thing is, but that's not kind of thing. It's about climate change, about natural disasters. I mean, why would that make any difference to? If it's from God, why would it make any difference to what's already written? To what's already written, you know, it makes no difference to what's already written. So why would you be claiming this from God? You know, that's all I can say about that. Because
I don't think it was from God, based on the fact that he said he spoke to sages or whatever. I mean, it was his wording and the way he described it that explained that it was evil.
Yeah, but of course, but you've got to remember he's like Catholic Jew, kind of Jesuit dude. So he claims it's from God. He's getting these visions from, obviously.
Well, yeah.
He's not going to get it from, if he believes in God, well, a God, he's not going to claim it's just coming from nowhere.
God will reveal things to you without ascribing there. So why would you need that?
Again,
but Nostradamus used a scribing mirror. Why did he use that if God was telling him?
Oh, well, no, God wasn't telling him, though. Like, he just thinks God was telling him. You know, like, look,
that's what I mean. That's what I'm arguing, is that I don't think
Joseph Smith used stupid instruments, but he still claimed it was God. That's what I'm saying. He claims it was God. I'm not saying it is God, because it's not. But yeah, he claims it's from God.
No, I agree, bro. I was just saying this is why I don't believe that it's an honest thing. I think
oh yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely.
I mean, I'm not saying it's necessarily evil, but maybe to him it wasn't evil. But either way,
yeah. But this is, to me, it's evil. If you're confusing people, because it's confusing if you're making people believe it. You know what I mean? I don't understand why. It takes people down the wrong road. It makes people focus on the wrong things, even if there's truth to it. You know, why, if it's from God, according to him, does he need to add anything to Revelation? Was it not already done? Does he not trust God that it had already been written? That's enough. You know what I mean? That's a lack of faith in God, I think, if you're trying to add. Yes, people in the church might get a word from God that might It might be for someone's future, just a word of knowledge or a word of encouragement. But that's all for the good of the body of the church. There's nothing, that's little tiny things that would help people, and help situations and stuff like that. It's not about worldwide events and stuff that are big little words from God, because it's already been done. The words that we have in Scripture is enough. It's like, if that's not trusted, and he has to go on and do another book, and then someone else will do another book. And well, what's wrong with Revelation? What's wrong with what it says in Daniel? What's wrong with what it says in Thessalonians, Matthew? What's wrong with any of that? It's fine. It's fine. It's good. It's the best. And then you have to come out of this, and they're meant to be followers of God and saying it's from God. Why? When he's already told us.
City, in the path of the Hollow Mountains. It will be seized and plunged into the tub, forced to drink water, poisoned by sulfur. The Garden of the World likely refers to the Amazon rainforest.
That is well, Anson. The whole replacing literature thing. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Look at that curving around that Amazon rivers, man. That's mental how they cut through that. I hate to be in that situation, man. That's
you gotta watch out for those damn rubber chickens, man.
Yes, you got to watch out for the rubber chickens. Absolutely.
Often called the lungs of the earth for its vital role in producing oxygen and maintaining biodiversity. Nostradamus is
Ryan. Right. Talk when if you should start talking, I'll stop the video count, because we talk through it, we don't understand what you're saying. Right, say what you got to say.
I said that's if oxygen is even made by trees.
Well. I mean, I can't prove that it's not, but I mean that's how I understand it.
Well, I mean,
I
would like some confirmation of that, considering
of course, I get you.
Mention of hollow mountains could symbolize volcanic activity in the region. Brazil is home to dormant volcanoes, and climate change could disrupt tectonic stability, leading to eruptions.
Okay.
The prophecy's allusion to the rainforest being plunged into the tub suggests severe flooding. Brazil has already seen an increase in extreme weather events, with heavy rains causing flash floods and displacing thousands.
You know why that is, though, right?
Go on, that's what I'm saying. Explain to me.
Geoengineering. It's got nothing to do with anything else.
Yeah.
These floods could worsen as global temperatures rise, melting glaciers and
there's such thing as global, and you're not going like global floods. Global floods will never happen because we're not in a globe.
We don't live. Yeah. Well.
Yes, I flipping back.
There's a valve in the center that spills, and all the extra water spills into it. So it doesn't matter how many glaciers melt, the Earth will never flood.
No, but listen. It's look. Do they think? Look, where's it's already displaced. If you melt a glacier, it will stay the same bloody. If you melted all the glaciers, it will stay the same level.
No, why? There's
it's already displaced. It's already displacing the water. So if it melts, it's just going to go as far as it's displaced, isn't it? It's not going to. Yeah, it's already there. It's already displacing the water. So when it melts, it's going to make no difference. As it's melting, it's going to lift. It'll get shallower and lift at the same time. It'll just stay level. It'll just stay bloody level. It's such a stupid.
I'm glad to hear you say that, because I've told most people that, and they go, "Oh no, that's not true." I'm like, "What?"
Of course, it's true. I mean, it's already displaced. What's melting got to do with it? My goodness.
You can test this. You can test this by melting ice in a glass. It's pretty simple.
Of course, exactly. It's already displaced. It's not going to overflow. Stupid.
And contributing to higher sea levels. The final line about waters poisoned by sulfur.
Say again.
I think if all the ice caps melt, I think the water table would lower, not rise.
Might suggest pollution resulting from human activities or natural disasters. Industrial waste, mining runoff, and volcanic eruptions could contaminate water sources, threatening both human and animal populations. Despite
There you go. Barton says he agrees, but he says, Ryan, agree. I believe there are whirlpools in the north. There you go. But yeah, as for I mean, I completely agree with the ice caps. I mean, with the water level thing, with the mountains, and there's no way they're raising the levels of the water. It's already displaced. So when it melts, it's just going to be the same.
It would in the general area, but it wouldn't be an overall thing because, like I said, there's a valve that stops it.
Of course, no. Like I say, it's already displaced. So as it melts, the displacement is just leveling out.
Oh, and by the way, that is biblical, by the way, because it says in the Bible, when the floods came, guess what he did? He shored up the drains, and he opened the windows of heaven. So bingo, there's your answer.
He did say that. He did. He sounded like it.
despite being a
Which means
visionary,
he turned off the
not
valve
all
and he
of
flooded the earth.
Right. Yeah.
Nostradamus' predictions seem
Let me
likely.
know when you're going to
One
talk.
of the events he has predicted for 2025 is the emergence
Just
of
say
a
stop, because by the time I've stopped, you've already said it and nobody had it. You know what I mean?
Stop.
Okay. Go.
Okay, I'm sorry. No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I just can't help but
mysterious
throw it in.
leader
I know.
from the sea who will form an aquatic empire. When describing the event, he wrote, "Amidst the floods and the watery grave, a leader from the sea shall rise, commanding the depths, the tides, and the waves."
Yes, that would be different, Sandro. Sandro, it would be different if land ice melted and ran into the sea. Yes, that'd be different because it's coming from the solid land, melting, running into the sea. Yes, that would be different then because there's no displacement there already. The only thing, if it was if the Earth was displacing it, the Earth would be floating to displace it. Oh, you know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, of course, if land ice melted and ran into the sea, yes, then they would rise, possibly. But they're talking about glaciers, isn't they? So not happening.
waves, but fall shall come when the storm subsides.
Oh, Jack, good to see you, bro. And Shank Ride in Rumble. I can't remember who Shank Ride is again. Yeah, flipping back to Rumble is easy. Is that chilling? I can't remember if Shank Ride's chilling or not. Probably is. Can't remember. Is it you chilling? Let me know.
Prophecy coincides with the rising threat of catastrophic floods due to climate change. Coastal cities worldwide are already dealing with rising sea levels, intensified storms, and erosion. As waters consume land,
Every land deals with erosion. You know what I mean? Literally, where I'm from in Fraser, the Broch, it says it. There's signs there at the edge of the cliff saying liable to erosion. Watch yourself, everything's caged back in that, you know? Salt sometimes erodes stuff, you know? Salty water erodes stuff. It salt preserves some things, but erodes other things, you know? Everything's liable to erosion, man. That means say the sea levels are going up. And not with melting ice anyway, that's for sure.
Nostradamus' vision of a watery ruler may signify our increasing dependence.
God said he wouldn't flood the earth again. Not a massive worldwide flood. No.
On maritime resources and oceanic survival. The leader from the sea could symbolize a figure advocating for ocean conservation or a political leader representing nations vulnerable to climate change. For example, small island nations often champion climate action on the global stage, personifying a kind of leadership given to their connection to the sea. The idea of
Sorry, wow, that looks, I don't know if that was real. I just need to see that little slip off from land to the shallow part of the water to the deep part. That looks such like a steep decline. Oh, wow. You see underneath there where it just goes from shallow straight down to the deep. Wow. It's just as well I haven't got thalassophobia. Pretty freaky if you was under that. And you had thalassophobia. Wow.
Into their connection to the sea. The idea of an aquatic empire could be interpreted as man adapting to life near.
Permafrost is also displaced. What's permafrost again? Permanent frost. But
the ice on the land that he was talking about earlier. He said if they land, Sandro said it. I don't think that's true. I think it's also displaced. because of the lividity of the ground. The ground is usually level with close to level with the water and all that. I think that permafrost would also displace it. It would be
You
displaced
think?
somewhat.
You think? Okay. I mean, I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I
I'm
mean,
not.
just guessing, but
Yeah, I don't know on that one. I would have thought the same as Sandro, but
it might have a side effect. But if, like I said, if there's really a valve, like I said, if like the Bible talks about, then there is no worry of it because there's a valve.
Yeah, I get
The only time it's going to flood is if God wants it to, right?
Yeah. I get you.
Or on water, such as floating cities or underwater developments, concepts already explored by innovators. However, the prophecy also warns of the fall of this leader, suggesting the impermanence of such.
Why, Sandro? You said so. There was an Operation Fishbowl to destroy the firmament. I wonder if they ever tried to destroy Mount Meru. Why?
Operation Fishbowl.
Solutions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Operation Fishbowl, but why? Why did you wonder if they? Why do you want to know that? Why do you wonder that? I mean,
or the eventual retreat of oceanic dominance as the climate crisis stabilizes. But there is one last major prophecy we need to talk about. Nostradamus famously predicted the approach of a massive asteroid ominously named the Harbinger of Fate.
I was going to say the Harbinger of Ugliness. Just the thought, isn't Mount Meru in Japan? Is it in Japan? I'm just wondering why you thought what?
Asteroids are fake. There's no such thing as asteroids. There is no space. So there's no such thing as asteroids.
I know, but I was talking to Sandro about something.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, no, it's cool. No, because he was saying about Mount Meru. Yeah, no, Mount Meru. I'm saying Mount Meru, not the Japanese Mount volcano or mountain or something. Here we go with it. Killer asteroid. Yeah, exactly, killer asteroid. I know. So yes, asteroids definitely fake. No space. You're right, Ryan. Sorry. Carry on. What was you saying, Ryan?
Asteroid. Yeah, just think about what it starts out with ass. It usually means it's not true.
Yes, I know. It's such a, you know what I mean? It's like it's put in your face, isn't it? Or elsewhere.
Now, if you're curious what I think these things are that they drop from the sky, I don't know. They probably just take something up there in a big plane and they just drop it. But I don't know much about that. But I know that it's a trick because there obviously is no space. Whatever is falling from the sky is falling from the dumps, from the firmament itself, or it's being dragged up there and then dropped. I don't think there are anything such thing as that.
I know it sounds like
there might be a novel of stuff that happens in the sky that might look like an asteroid, but I don't.
There's nothing I can do about how Brian sounds. There's nothing I can do about it. I've tried every single setting. It's because he's on his phone in a car. I can't help it, guys. I can't help how he sounds.
And as far as asteroids, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
Go on, Derek.
Like, yeah, I can't say for certain what it is, but like when I look at scripture, there's one verse that stands out above the rest, and it's in Jude.
Go on.
Raging waves of the sea, foaming out their own shame, wandering stars, to whom is reserved the blackness of darkness forever. So the wandering stars, like the planets that are in a different orbit, you know?
Yeah.
But
absolutely.
yeah, it's like, I mean, there's something going on up there where it's like we never see anything land, right? Like when that happens.
Never.
So it is almost like a foaming thing, but I don't know what it is.
Exactly. But you never see it coming up for the horizon either. It's always down towards or across, never up from, you know? It's crazy.
Could be parts of the firmament. Supposedly it's made out of liquid oxygen or something crazy, like solid oxygen or something.
Of course.
I don't know.
It could be. I mean, all right, Four Jacks, Mount Meru, North Pole. Oh, I'm thinking of Mount Maru. That must be let me just check. Maru? Am I thinking Mount Maru? Where's Mount Maru? Mount Maru. A dormant volcano. Oh, Mount Maru's not even there. It's in Tanzania. What? Tanzania. East and then. Oh, it is in Japan. I was right. So I was thinking Maru, guys. Maru. Sorry about that. So yeah, I get you. Yeah, but if it's Yeah, if it was, yeah, of course. I get what your thought is there, Sandra. Like, if they were doing fishbowl, then yeah, why wouldn't they try that in the north? I get you. Okay.
His quatrain reads, "From the cosmos a fireball will rise, a harbinger of fate, the world pleads. Science and fate in a cosmic dance."
That's exactly what Derek was just saying, Baz, isn't it? Does something fall from the sky, though? Where do we see them? Where do we see them when they fall? Where are the leftover physical objects? Exactly. Where are they? We don't see them. Well, I've never seen them. I've seen people say, "Here, look, this is a meteorite that my dad told me this is a meteorite. I found it last night." He says it's a meteorite. You know what I mean? So yeah, I've seen that types of rocks, but his dad told him. Who told his dad? No, he was just taught that at school as well. You know what I mean? Or someone told him that was a meteorite as well. I've never seen a rock flying from the sky, land in the ground in front of me, waited for it to cool, and then pick it up. Never, ever. But I have seen a meteorite, so to speak. Well, so why are you in twice, dude? Are you coming in a better machine? Oh, you are. Okay. Let's go.
Yes, I'm coming in on a better machine. Can you hear me better?
There we go. That's better, bro. That's better.
Thank God in heaven you can hear me now.
Yes, we can hear you.
All right.
Still good.
I like my phone, though. I really do.
I know, but I mean, people really can't hear you. They really can't. Get a mic for it.
I know. I need to get a really good mic. I have
Just
tried.
don't
I
tell
bought
me.
Beats. I bought all different kinds of headsets, and they just don't work.
I mean, when I was on my phone, I had a really good phone. People could hear me, but they could hear me too much. It was just blaring loud, and you can't adjust your settings when it comes to a phone. You can only put your volume up and down and whatever. But when it comes to talking to people on StreamYard or Element or on Discord, it doesn't make a difference. It stays at a certain level. And even if the person who's control of the platform of the Flats, who's control of his stream, and he lowered you, you're still louder than most people when you come in a phone. When I was on my phone, should I say anyway, the sound was fine. It was just blaring. It was just so loud all the time, and there was nothing we could do about it. So yeah, it's better when you come in the computer and that. Definitely, it sounded a lot better anyway, right?
The fate of the Earth, a second chance. This frightening prophecy suggests a close encounter between Earth and a cosmic fireball, possibly an asteroid. Such an event.
You were speaking to a light in the sky, Sandro. There was a light in the sky last night, darting about as I spoke to it. So strange. Well, it's so strange that you were speaking to a light in the sky. That's the bit I'm worried about, bro. Messing about, Sandro. Bless, bro. Bless you, man.
It could have catastrophic consequences, ranging from environmental destruction to the potential extinction of the human race. The line about Earth's second chance might be interpreted as...
I mean, they had to get the globe in somewhere, didn't they? They didn't do it at the start, so they're fairly making up for it in the end, you know?
as the planet recovering and regenerating after the destructive impact. With ongoing deforestation, pollution, and climate change, it's easy to see why Nostradamus may have predicted this outcome. However...
Well, hold on. It's easy to see why he may have predicted this outcome. It's easy to see why he may have predicted it. Why? Because it's cyclical or something. Because people can see that that's how it's going to happen. Or that sounds as though you're just saying that he predicted it, not that through not some kind of divine inspiration or knowledge. He just predicted it because that's progression. That's how it's going to progress or not progress. You know what I mean? It sounds like he's just doing it from experience, the way he's wording it there. I don't know. I could be wrong.
His predictions extend as far into the future as 3,797, offering some reassurance that the end of the world is not as imminent as we think.
3,000, I mean, does he say that number in there? Does he write that number down? 3,797. I mean, that's what? That's 1,000 or 1,800 years away. Is it? No, hold on. Totally wrong. Totally wrong. Sorry. Totally wrong. I was going the wrong way. So that was 37. That's 1,200 years away. Wow. Wow.
Instead, his quatrains serve as a warning about the current path the world is taking. Modern science is continuously monitoring near-Earth objects, and
Depends what you mean by modern science as well.
advancements in technology have strengthened
Because
our
modern
ability.
science is usually pseudoscience. You know what I mean?
And real quick,
Go for it.
because I was looking at this thing, you know, like when people buy meteorites, you know,
Oh, okay.
like this Indonesian man, you know, sold his meteorite for $1.85 million.
Wow.
You know, because the meteorite, a rare carbonaceous chondrite, was valued at that price by experts. Experts that they don't mention though. It's always experts or scientists or fact checkers. They don't name them because they do that on purpose. So you can't actually attack their character back because you know they want to.
Right. If they don't tell you who said it, then you can't. You'll just have to say, "Well, the scientist said it."
Right. It's misdirection, you know, like so they don't have to take an actual
It's so you can't argue with them live on the TV. That's what
right.
Yeah, exactly. That's madness. That's mad. So like this, he could have just got a little porous stone from the back garden, or a little porous rock from the back garden. He's got like a couple of million on it.
Get some experts to check that out, PJ.
Oh yeah, some experts that he got offline, online. Sorry. It was so good.
Just remember, we're all experts.
Experts, yes, we are.
Oh, and it reminds me of like the art, you know, scams that kind of go on where you know, like the thing will look like crap, and they'll be like, "Oh, look at this masterpiece! You know, I'll pay $20 million for this thing."
That's right.
like no, something else is going on here.
Right, let's get this one finished because I'm on again tonight.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, so we got to be careful with that one.
I'm not talking to you directly. I'm just saying to myself, let's get this finished because I'm on tonight. Yeah, I'll be on in about 3-4 hours again, guys. Something like that. I'll probably set it for about 8:30, 9. So it's not too early, not too late. For me, I mean, it's probably about an hour after Flats usually goes on. But let's go.
To potentially deflect or meet asteroid threats halfway. But either way, it's terrifying to think that everything could be destroyed so easily.
Yeah.
Nostradamus is one of history's most famous fortune tellers, especially with his predictions of many incredible events. He also wrote about strange weather and natural disasters.
Oh yeah, the modern art thing. Come on. About dumbing down, losing creativity. Definitely. I mean, look at the guy who he lay over the top of his canvas, big bit of paper on the ground, tied himself up on a pendulum, on a gimbal or a swing or something, and just dribbled paint round it as he swung himself round. You know what I mean? Come on, where is the creativity in art? Yes, you can say, like, swing me that way or swing me this way, different colors, but you can't actually, you can't have a picture in your mind from that point of view and the outcome. You can't tell me the outcome of that is what you pictured in your mind. No way, when it's so random as that. Even if you say swing me this way or swing me that, you're not going to get exactly what it looks like in your mind. No way. So, yeah, modern art thing, that's just one example. Terrible. Or you get people who just bung a load of cans together, put some paper mache around it, stick a coat hanger at the top, and then a bitten apple at the side. Art! Fantastic. Beautiful. What the fortune.
Which many think match today's climate change problems. But is it all true? One theory is that Nostradamus had a special gift for
Then you see the amazing painting. The painting's pretty. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
Understanding patterns in human behavior and history. Though unclear, his words seem to fit into major events. For example, I could say in the year 2025, many people will go hungry. Well, guess what? Every year people go hungry. Prophecy or no prophecy. So
yeah, I mean, that's if he prophesied that people are going to go hungry, that's not big. That is nothing divine about that. I mean, we know people are going to go hungry. People already are. People always have, you know?
Me saying that, does that make me a seer? Others think people interpret his prophecies after things.
Oh, I'm glad. Actually, I thought this guy might have been on his side. He's right. Okay, he was just narrating it in a way that he's being objective. You know what I mean? He's not being biased in one side or the other. So I get it. Okay, because I've got to say, I've done some of this guy's videos before, and he didn't sound like he was completely on the side of against Christ sort of thing. I don't know what he is, but yeah, it's certainly not what I thought at the start when I thought he was actually. He was on the same side as, I mean, topic-wise, he was agreeing with Nostradamus sort of thing, but obviously he's being offensive with it.
Happen, bending them to match events. Since the 1980s, academic inquiry has revealed inconsistencies in the claims surrounding his predictions. The publication of his private letters and early editions of Les Prophéties
Just quickly, I want to show that, completely off topic, show that what Greg just put in about monkeys doing that. Present.
Bro, dolphins can do art, elephants can do art. There's lots and lots of animals that can paint. Not very good, mind you, but they can paint.
There you go. Till that in 1964, Swedish journalist did an experiment where he had a chimpanzee named Peter make a series of paintings and then submitted them to an art show as Art Pierre Brasseau to see if critics could tell the difference between avant-garde art and art by a chimp. Most critics fell for it. Wow. Wow, man. Isn't that crazy?
Well, it says most critics fell for it, but not the experts.
No, hey, there you go.
Don't exist.
Wow. Unbelievable. That's crazy. That's crazy nuts, isn't it? All right, it just brings you, if I press on it, it just brings you to the Wikipedia. That's mad, dude. Oh, wrong one. I was about to leave StreamYard then. Right, back to it. It's only got a couple of minutes.
Inconsistencies between his actual writings and the interpretations attributed to him. Much of the hype surrounding Nostradamus is based on unsourced rumors or misunderstandings of his 16th century French texts. For example, the prediction of King Henry II.
Hey, one man, good to see you, by the way. Funny trivia, it is, bro. It is.
His death did not appear in print until 1614.
Hold on, what was that? His death? You're on about his prediction for his death? Was it, or was it something else?
Henry II's death did not appear in print until 1614. 55 years.
55 years after he wrote it, and it didn't appear in print until afterwards. Come on, a bit dodgy that, isn't it? Bit dodgy that, guys.
Years after the event. This delay undermines the claim that Nostradamus foresaw the incident.
Definitely.
Critics like James Randi argue that Nostradamus's fame is a product of retroactive clairvoyance, where
retroactive clairvoyance. Isn't that a contradiction in terms, man? Isn't that a contradiction? But James Randi is, I mean, he did things like that. I like James Randi. I think he was an atheist, obviously, but I liked him for what he did when it came to debunking psychics and stuff like that. But he also did it with Christians as well. But he did it with the right Christians, you know, the ones who are pretending that they were healing people. And, you know, he did it with Peter Popoff, that famous one where you can hear Peter Popoff's wife talking to him in the earpiece. You better, can you hear me, Petey? If you can't, you're in trouble. He was well caught, and he still preaches today, even after all of his congregation found out that he was bullshitting them. He still preaches today. The same crap as well, not even repenting. But I liked James Randi. Anyway, that was just a personal thing.
modern supporters twist his vague predictions to fit past events. This phenomenon, known as post-diction, allows for nearly any interpretation of his quatrains. For instance, the prophecy about 1999 in quatrain 1072 has been linked to countless events.
I mean, because of that 1999 thing, even songs were made up about it. Prince did a song about it, whether it was to do with Mormonism or this or leading from this. A lot of people might not know where the 1999 thing comes from. I mean, apart from the 999 part of Upside Down being 666, all that was attributed to it as well. But a lot of people think of the 1999 thing because of Nostradamus, I think. 2000 parties over at time. Nothing but a party like it's 1999. See, a lot of people thought of that just because of Nostradamus, that the world was going to end because Nostradamus said it was going to. Nothing even to do with scripture or anything like that, you know.
But none conclusively match his words. Moreover, skeptics point out that many quatrains contain specific dates that fail to correspond to significant occurrences. An example is quatrain 377, which predicts a Persian king's capture in 1727. While some claim it aligns with a peace treaty between the Ottoman Empire and Persia,
there's a difference between a peace treaty and a capture. Great difference.
The connection feels weak. Even the apocalyptic claims about December 2012, widely circulated due to the supposed Mayan prophecy, lack any foundation in Nostradamus' work. In fact, he explicitly stated that his prophecies extend to 3797, a date derived from the astrological calculations of his contemporary Richard Rousset. So there are people who want to sell headlines and will do everything to make 10 plus 20 equal 2 so that it fits well with the prophecy.
True.
And those people are doing more harm than good. Because like I said, some of his prophecies did come to pass. Most of them are so strikingly accurate, even an unskilled eye can relate.
I wouldn't say strikingly accurate, unless it's something he was told that was already going to happen. I would say they're still vague.
How come his mention...
I would say it's us that put the accuracy to it, our own perspective.
Pau Ne Laran accurately translates Napoleon Roy when rearranged. How come his prediction of a great troop being seduced by his tongue is markedly similar to the...
Yes, Anson, you are. So many things happened all over the plane. In any given year, going to find parallels all over the place. Of course you are.
Life of Adolf Hitler, who drove mighty men and nations against one another by the words he spoke. These and many other prophecies make it probable that indeed Nostradamus was a true enigma, whose talent at telling the future cannot be rivaled by any. This is all the more reason his prophecies for 2025 should not be taken leniently. But whether Nostradamus' story is fact or fiction, it is safe to say that his prophecies are something that we should watch out for.
Well, there you go. Even as a fiction, fact or fiction, even if he wrote it or if he's made up, completely made up, he's made up because they knew the agenda from the start. Whether it's made up or it's not, whether he's made up or he's not, and whether he predicted it or he didn't, it was just told it. It's all comes down to Satan, I think, because he's the one that put the agenda out there in the first place. So I think that's what it boils down to be honest. So thanks for joining these guys. I think that's it. You got anything to say, guys? On that? Or whatever. You can say anything you want. It doesn't have to be on that. So got to finish. I'll finish up with a Harry Mack and that anyway. But we'll be back. I'll be back on tonight, probably in about 3.5 hours time. Hold on, I'll take it to 6. No.
3.5.
No, not 3.5. I'll take it to. Hold on. So it's 5 for me now. Half an hour to 6. No, about 3 hours. 3 hours from now. I'll go on at 8:30 for me. So 3 hours from now, I'll be on again. So it's just one topic tonight, normal topic. So a few hours on YouTube, 2 hours on YouTube, or something like that. Then one movie, because it's Tuesday, it's not the weekend, one movie in Rumble, which is True Romance tonight. Topic, I think I'll use the topic that Flats gave me, unless I need to check Element, unless he wants to use it another day. Let me just check. So he gave me a video to look at and asked me to give him my opinion on it. And I haven't watched it, so I thought we might as well do it as a stream. Then I can give him our opinion. Okay, he said, oh, he just said, nice man, well worth it. Oh, so he's not bothered if I do it or not. So that's cool. So I said to him, that video you gave me to look at, I'm going to use it for a stream tonight, see what the guys think. I haven't watched it yet, but I prefer it that way. Going by title, it's heretical. But I'll reserve judgment until we see it. Or did you want to stream on that video? And he says, nice man, do it, well worth it. Cool. That's all good, all good. Cool. So yeah, we'll be doing that, guys. We'll be doing that video. I'll give you a look. I'll give you the link for it actually, in case you want to have a look at it first. Is this it? Man, busy watching. Right. Okay. Let's have a look. It's great. Copy link address. Here it is, guys. If you want to have a look at that, it's about pre-Adamic people. Adamic people. Yeah, people. It was the people before Adam and stuff like that. I think that's what it's kind of going on about. I think. Yeah, the pre-Adamic race of gods, aliens, ancient civilizations, and the Son of Man, Timothy Alberino. And it's God Rules channel. So I am not sub to it. Wow. Oh, right. 2 seconds. I'll probably somebody wanting his parcel. 2 seconds, guys. All right.
Nice to see your face, Derek.
There you go, bro.
Well, thank you. Oh, yeah, and it's nice to just
Much
kind
better
of
looking than I expected. I'm kidding.
What's that?
I said you're much better looking than I expected.
Oh,
Only kidding.
okay. No, but it's nice to just kind of hang out like this. Like, I mean, and this is like I was thinking about joining Flats' stream yesterday, but it's like, I mean, for me, it's too many people. I generally don't like it.
I get you.
I like a more just
chilled
kind of meeting at a lunch table type thing, you know?
Yeah. Mine's isn't always bustling. Sometimes I've got a good few people in, but usually it's about 2 or 3. And even if I am not full of people, not everybody is like so talkative that you can't hear or anything like that. You know what I mean? So it's all good. Yeah, it's quite chill. And I don't get as many trolls because they get banned as soon as they come. Vicky's just right on top of that. You know what I mean? Usually, which is what I made today. So,
right. So yeah, I'm going to scoot myself too.
Cool, bro. Thanks for joining us, dude.
Well,
pleasure.
Yeah, it's good talking to you, and
No
people in chat too. But yeah, no, have a blessed day, guys, and I'll hope to talk to you later, PJ and Ryan.
See you later. See you later on tonight, dude. I'm going to play out with Harry Mac anyway.
Right.
Bless you, bro.
All right.
Thanks, dude.
Yep.
Right. You got anything to say, Ryan?
I don't think so.
Cool. I haven't made the stream up yet, guys, but I'll make it up straight after this, and then I will see you tonight. But let's play out with Harry Mac, and then I'll say bye at the end. Let's do it. Video file. Which one shall I do? 149 or 249? Let's do the 202 one. Let's do that one.
Yeah. Whether it's complex or we keep the flow quite simple. Voice combines with jazz, ride simple. They all be knowing the deal. I get you open for real. These lyrics I'm spitting are colder than steel. I X challenges off the list, swing the Excalibur. Make them acknowledge the flavor while we wildin', bruh. We taking it further. I serve you on the golden platter. Obese, lyrical speech. They know the flow is fatter, man. M to the A to the CK. Whether live band or on stage with the DJ. Give it competition, no leeway. Spit it in a freeway. Spin it back again like what did he say? Gotta hear it. These lyrics coming from my spirit. When you want the rawness, the Mackin is appearing gorgeous off of the dome. Close my eyes, visualize, then proceed to get lost in the zone. Listen, y'all know that I was meant for this. Heaven sent with this, making rap sound like instrumentalists. Hey yo, I get down on the chord progression. Ever since I was a young and had the raw obsession. I'm committed, quick-witted, never once bullshitted. Any instrumental, I'ma fit it. Break it down to the elements so they can get it. Heavy weighted like an elephant, scale I tip it. I be sharper than the tusk. I go harder when I bust. Other rappers try bartering with us. I'ma keep it all in my realm. Yeah, and I go deeper than Helm. I'm the Lord of the Rings. Hey yo, peace to real rappers. We supporting them kings. Every time I rhyme off top, yo, it's gorgeous, yet stings. I'm the beautiful rose and also the thorn. I go hard when I perform. From the cipher can't be torn. Peel your mental like an orange to reveal the bits of citrus. Bear the witness, working out like fitness, stacking up my digits. Mac is getting to the paper, pulling off the caper. Other rhymers, other guys are minor. Meanwhile, I be major. I'm the next level. Never settle. The raw rebel go against the grain. Make them wince in pain. Taking them there, make them aware. Going up high, flow is too fly. When I get down, they love the sound. Shit is profound. I'm a no clown. I take them higher. Whenever I'm bringing the fire, I be the kid they admire. I keep it honest, on track, not no liar. Put me on the lie detector. Trust me, I won't make a nudge. Hey yo, I'ma hold it down and I won't never budge.
Never go. So, with that, we're going to end that. And actually, I'm going to play out with Heron. Nice little song. So go in here. Let's play out with Heron. Do it.
We'll start this off without any words. I got so high, I scratched till I bled. Love myself better than you, and now it's wrong. So what should I do? The finest day that I ever had is when I learned to cry on command. Love myself better than you, and now it's wrong. So what should I do? I wanna play. I can't complain. I wanna play. I can't complain. My mother died every night. It's safe to say, don't quote me on that. Love myself better than you. Now it's wrong, so what should I do? The black sheep got blackmail again. Forgot to put on the zip code. Love myself better than you, and now it's wrong, so what should I do? I wanna play. I can't complain. I wanna play. I can't complain. Somewhere I have heard this before. In my dream, a memory is so. Asked if there's some tutor to say. What the hell am I trying to say? It is now time to make it unclear, to write off lines that don't make sense. Love myself better than you, and now it's wrong, so what should I do? And one more special message to go, and then I'm done, and I can go home. Love myself better than you, and now it's wrong, so what should I do? I wanna play. I can't complain. I wanna play. I can't complain. I wanna play. I can't complain. I wanna play. I can't complain.
Hey, nice one. Heaven, bless you. Thank you very much for that. Let me use it as normal. I think she must have gone. I don't think she's in chat anymore. Thank you, Erin, anyway. Bless yous, and I will see you tonight. Thank you, guys, for spending the time with me. Bless yous. See you in a little bit. I'm just going to make the stream up now. See, the sunset's free. It's free.
Indeed.
Indeed. Ta-ta.